Welcome to the TalkCondo Release Radar, where every single week we go through the best of the new condo launches to help you save thousands by getting in first. And this week is a very important week because, and especially for any condo investor who's looking to get into the market, this is a key week because it's on the cusp of a number of exciting new condo launches. So this one is a really important one to pay attention to because these are the condo projects that you want to be leading up to and you're able to get in first by being ahead of everybody else. So the first project is Playground Condominiums, which is located in the King West area, and we now have a condo launch date for Playground. This project is going to be launching on April the 4th, which is next week, right after Easter weekend. So on Playground, we just did a very, very deep dive on this condominium. It's a 25-minute video where we talk about everything you need to know about Playground, our top 5 reasons to invest. But Mike, why don't you give us a quick rundown give us 60 seconds on why you think Playground is so exciting.
Okay, so compress 25 minutes into 60 seconds. All right, so as Roy said, King West is actually in between Fort York, King West, and Liberty Village. So you're getting the best of all 3 of those worlds there. It's going to be 35 stories. It's located on a 7.6 acre master planned community. Half of that is going to be public space that includes a 4 acre park, Olympic sized pool, and a pedestrian bridge that's going to connect basically from the lake all the way up until Trinity Bell Woods Park. So in terms of investors and users, people looking to, price as well.
I think price is going to be the most important one.
Yeah, we're looking at $900 a square foot, so you're looking at units starting in the 300s. So all of those reasons are going to make this really, really attractive. And then one of the things we always like to touch on is that we always felt that King West or Liberty Village felt a little closed off from the city, but with the King Street pilot taking cars off the road, it's really giving people the opportunity to move quickly into the downtown. So price, the location, master plan community, huge amount of public space and parks for people. It's going to make this really attractive.
Yeah, perfect. So again, Playground, we did do a very deep dive. There will be a link to the full video where you can get everything you need to know about Playground condominiums ahead of the launch next week. And there will be a link to that in the show notes. So moving on to the next project, it is Lakeside Residences, the Park Suites. And again, this is a project that we've spoken a lot about on our release radars. We're big fans of Lakeside and the whole East Bay front. And again, just like Playground, we have done a full 20-25 minute video on Lakeside where we talk about all the aspects about why we love this neighborhood and project so much.
Yeah.
Amit, give us 60 seconds and give us the...
I'll try it. Okay, so I'm going to speak about the location first. It's in East Bay Front, for those that aren't aware. It's basically Lower Jarvis to Parliament along the Queen's Quay. It's a true waterfront community. The Waterfront Toronto initiative set in the mid-2000s dubbed this as the crown jewel of the entire waterfront revitalization effort. So there's a lot of efforts going into making this one of the top neighborhoods in the future. There's a big emphasis on jobs, retail, education, public space, and of course residences. Residence itself, the next release or the third release of Lakeside Residences, it's going to be called the Park Suites. Aptly dubbed because you're going to have park views. Right next to it is Sherborne Common, the northern portion of it. So it's going to be 260 suites from floors 2 to 15, and that's coming very, very soon.
Yeah, so on timelines on that one, it is. We've been told it's launching in the first couple of weeks of April. We don't have a firm time frame yet, but in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have much more details on this. So stay tuned. We know we've got a lot of buyers interested in this one.
And the first 2 phases were
blowout success.
Yeah, perfect. So the next one is not quite downtown. It's up in Stouffville.
Yes.
So this is actually a really interesting one as well. When we sat down and we looked at this project, again, we did do a deep dive on 9th and Main as well, and there will be a link to that full episode in the show notes. But there was so much to get into on this project. There's a lot of great elements of the project. We loved how they married the neighborhood with the kind of buyer that will be buying here. So, Mike, give us a quick rundown on why you love 9th and Main.
Yeah, condo living is not just downtown Toronto anymore. I mean, condo builders are going up everywhere around the GTA. cities across the GTA are looking at density. So Stouffville is a perfect spot that needs something like this in the community. It is Pemberton built, and we talked about Pemberton a lot as a developer. Great developer, #1 in sales in 2017. This is located just 2 minutes south of Main Street in Stouffville on 9th line. So you're 3 minutes from the GO station. You're 10 minutes from the 404 and Markham. It's going to be high-end design, 2 8-story towers, 34 towns, 212 units total, and they have 2-story lofts. So anybody who's looking to sort of downsize or be a first-time buyer in this area, even investors looking for something to with a GO station nearby, there's opportunities here with prices starting in the 400s, large suite sizes as well. So this is one to watch out for anybody who's looking for just something north of Markham or staying in Stouffville.
Perfect. So launch time frame on that one. We do have a broker launch date now. April 12th.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks.
If you're watching this, 2 weeks at questions now, everything that we're talking about in the next couple of weeks. So
So the next project is Yonge and Eglinton. Really popular location. This is a unique kind of building for that area. It is UOVO condominiums, boutique condominiums in an area that traditionally has 40, 50, 60-story towers coming to market. So very unique. And again, you're probably seeing a theme here, but we've done a deep dive on this condominium as well, where we really break down every element here and get into the fine details. But Amit, this is your area. You live nearby. Give us 60 seconds on UOVO condos.
Yeah, I'll start location. Once again, Yonge and Eglinton, like you mentioned. Specifically, it's going to be in the Chaplin Estates. It's fronting on Yonge Street itself, on the corner of Hillsdale Avenue West and Yonge Street. The neighborhood itself is very well known for being a very, very affluent neighborhood. Starting entry price for a single detached home there is $2 million odd. So it just gives you a rough idea as to the kind of project this is. The fit and finish fits very well, I think. It's going to be an 11-story boutique residence, very rare, like we mentioned before. Only 67 suites with very, very, very nice finishes, 9-foot and 10-foot ceilings. You've got gas outdoor and inside. You've got 13-foot kitchen run with an oversized kitchen island. You've got beautiful finishes. It's going to be a stunning building, design-wise, inside and out. It's stunning. It's coming very soon. We've been told mid-April. So the next couple of weeks again.
Okay, so the next one and final one that we're going to chat about today is a little bit further out, probably the 3rd or 4th week of April. But again, we wanted to bring this one up. It's M2M condos at Yonge and Finch, the Newton Brook Plaza. And the reason we want to bring this one up today is because the level of demand on this one has been through the roof.
Yeah,
it's the Newton Brook Plaza for anybody who lives in the Yonge and Finch area, who knows the Yonge and Finch area. It's a plaza that's been there
many years,
forever, and so there's a lot of eyeballs on this site. A lot of people have been asking us questions, so we wanted to do the deep dive on this one now. Even though it's a month away, because of how much interest there is in this project. So, Mike, give us a quick 60-second rundown of why everybody's so excited about M2M.
Right, yeah, for sure. So again, that's the redevelopment of the Newton Brook Plaza. Yonge and Hummer is the exact location.
Just north
where it's
of
going to be just north of there. So you're looking at steps to the subway, 8.6 acre redevelopment. So this is a massive, massive footprint. The first 2 stories of 5 that are going to be coming.
First 2 buildings of 5.
First 2 buildings of 5 that are going to be coming. They'll share an 8-story podium developed by Ayuan, which is a developer, a huge, massive developer. From China. They purchased this site for over $200 million last year, which is one of the largest transactions in 2017. We talked a lot about that and what it means for the area. It's going to have 4 levels underground parking, double height gym. It's going to be a really big footprint there, and I know people are really excited about it for good reason. That whole Yonge corridor is really starting to densify. So this is something that we don't have prices or anything, any kind of those details just yet. But again, this is coming at the end of April, so hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have more to share for you guys.
Awesome. Excellent. So that's it for this week. We talked about 5 condo launches that we're really excited about over April, and for the full deep dive videos, there will be links to every single episode in the show notes. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. To get all the information on all of these condo projects, you can email us at info@talkcondo.com.